So today we are going to talk about email marketing and mainly about permissioning. Why is permissioning important? What are the things you should collect? And ultimately, how is it going to affect your newsletter strategy as well as the analytics, right? Or the results. Now, there are a few things I like collecting. The first obviously is permission to be emailed. So when they're subscribing to the newsletter or whatever the case is, you're asking them for permission to actually email them. And you're getting that implicit permission to actually email them. And that helps you, especially with things like canned spam and the GDPR and things like that. You need to collect those permission in order to email the user. The second thing that we like to collect is direct mail permissions. And why is that? You may be going to yourself, I'm never going to physically mail anything to anyone. But say, for instance, you do a contest or you have a giveaway. And if you have the permissionings to mail that person that physical product, you could actually send it. Technically, even though they may have won a contest, if you didn't collect the permissionings for direct mailing, you can't send them anything. So you may want to reach out to them via direct mail. The other thing I like to collect is customized online advertising. Now, what does that mean? It means really if you have customized ads, whether they're in your newsletter or on your site, you're actually collecting the permission in order to deliver those things to the user. And this way you're making sure you have compliancy across the board. And there are other things you could collect if that's part of your business model. Now, why do you want to collect these implicit permissions for these things? Well, one, it's going to create a better CTR. If they tell you you could email them, obviously your click-through rate's going to be much higher. Whereas if maybe they just signed up and you're just emailing them anyway, and not really following some of those laws, you're not going to have a great of a click-through rate. The other thing is going to be you're going to have a better ROI. And what do I mean by that? A lot of people think, oh, I just slap up my list and I get subscribers here and there. But the reality is maybe you're doing paid social or paid search, or maybe you're investing time in social media, or you have people creating content that ultimately goes in those newsletters or goes on the site that attracts the users to subscribe to your site. So all that in turn actually is expenditure towards the subscription list. So you're going to get a better ROI if you collect the correct permissionings. The other thing is you're going to have better deliverability. So your delivery rates are going to be much higher because it's not going to be seen by the users as spam. And ultimately them reporting you or reporting your email as spam because they didn't implicitly opt in for your email. So make sure you're collecting these things. Make sure you're, you have all the correct permissions for whatever your business model is. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below and we will try to answer any questions that you guys send in.